get the craziest shit we could find at gas stations, preferably Republican shit, and we just slap it on here. I googled my symptoms. Turns out I just needed to go shooting. Here we got a Trader Joe's rip, and then PTSD. No one's breaking in this van.
How's this tour been so far?
This has been like the most fun I've ever had. Traveling is something I've always wanted to do, so like getting to do that and play music is just like unreal. It's fucking awesome. I heard that Trach needed a guitar player at some point, so I just shot my shot and DM'd the like band page and was like, if you guys need a guitar player at any point, hit me up. I'm ready to go, ready to tour, ready to do whatever. Just kind of just shooting my shot, not really thinking anything to come of it. And then Simon messaged me back saying, we have an Enterprise Earth Crown Magnetar in Fury tour, do you want to go? So I was like, what the fuck, let's go. And been with them since then. This is my first tour ever, first tour with them. So it's just been unreal.
There are like the surreal moments where like, oh, okay, this is what I always thought it would be, you know, and then that's probably like 20% of the time, and the other 80% is like, damn, I didn't know it was like this.
What are we doing?
Some bullshit. But that's pretty much it, just like your everyday conveniences that you don't really have every day, you know. You're homeless, you live in a van with your friends, you know what I'm saying?
Have you learned anything about yourself in the process?
This is where I belong. Like long tour, the first like really big commitment we've ever had. First time we had to take a trailer. On this tour specifically, it's been very different, but we haven't had time to do shit. Like I barely get to nap, barely get to sleep. So when I do get the chance, I just knock the fuck out, hydrate, try to eat healthy. We haven't been going to the gym much either, but we try to do like breath work and stuff. I don't really drink or smoke too much, and I think that helps. So yeah, that's about it for like vocals. Our van has shit the bed like 4 times already. Haven't missed any shows, which is great. Got a lot of support on the internet when we like made a post about it, so that was cool. Just met a lot of people, and we dropped the song like during the tour, which I think helped us a lot. So,
yeah, oh, that always helps, man. It helps, get a little bit of momentum, and people are getting to check out something new, while you're on tour and stuff.
Yeah,
They get to come out and sing those words and shit.
Yeah, a lot of people will come out to the show and be like, I found you from this playlist.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
So how did you guys form? I always like to ask this, and where did the name Tracheotomy come from? Is it you just think it's badass, or I mean, because it is a badass thing.
Yeah, I mean, you get the idea of what the band's gonna be like with the intensity when you hear the name.
Yeah.
So when I was at my old job, and people would be like, "What band are you in? Like, what's the name?" I want to search it up. Tracheotomy. I'm like, fuck, okay. I gotta tell them that it's tracheotomy. And they're like, why? Oh, dude, I'm starting to get tired of like answering that. But the name originated when me and our old guitarist were trying to start up like an old brutal deathcore project, and we were on FaceTime like, yo, what should we name this shit? And we went back and forth like maybe twice, and he just said Tracheotomy, and we were like, that's it. It's, man, that's it. It's a big commitment. It teaches you how to be punctual, it teaches you how to be professional, how to be humble. We have eaten a lot of shit as an opener in the past and now. I mean, we're not really nervous anymore to play. It's more just like, yo, let's do it. And we look at shows, it's like practice. We're the tightest we've ever been. And it's very, obviously, like very, very different from like DIY local scene.
The consistent every night playing really has like completely shredded my like nerves about playing live. It's like back home when you're just playing a local show maybe once or twice a month, my nerves would just be like off the charts. Like I know the songs, I know I'm gonna kill it, but like 5 minutes before showtime I'm just shaking like a leaf. But the exposure of playing every single night, those nerves have like turned into like excitement and like completely shredded my like anxiousness about playing every night. Like I'm a lot more confident now, I would say.
Setting up. It's been fucking killer so far, man. We've been fucking rocking these shows. So now I'm saying meeting fans.
These guys get you. They're rigors.
Fucking all that Planet Fitness parking lot sleeping, you know what I'm saying? All that shit.
What would you say is like maybe the worst parts of
The
tour?
worst parts of tour? Ooh, dude, when the Planet Fitness shower is like all cold and shit in the morning. What else, bro? Worst part? Honestly, tour rocks. Straight up. No fucking complaint. You just gotta get used to it. You know what I mean? We wake up, brush our teeth, shit, get some food, pull up to the venue, load in, fucking set up, talk to all the Enterprise boys, all the Crown boys, fucking in-ferry dudes. You know, that's about it, and then we play.
So far, I mean, this tour seems like it's been somewhat like a family environment.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not every tour like that, but talk about maybe like the importance of having that
Well,
bond.
personally, I mean, I've done a few tours myself, but I've never encountered any band that was like a piece of shit to like the opener or whatever. But yeah, dude, no, the Enterprise Surf dudes are fucking super awesome. Everybody's on this package is awesome, for real. They're super nice. We're lucky. Heard some horror stories though. You know what I'm saying?
Do this shit, bro. I'm tired of
Hey, Coach, stick to bass play.
Stick to bass play?
Yes.
What do you think that you guys bring to the tour that maybe some of the other bands don't have?
Dude, that's a tough one. Definitely, like the whole MySpace revival thing, you know. I mean, Crown sound is a little old school as well, but we're more like, you know, we're more like in tap, I guess, or like a youthful vibe to the whole thing.
Tracheotomy is more like just like a fresh face to like a fan base that might not have previously been exposed to tracheotomy, you know, coming up in like the South Florida hardcore scene, hasn't been in front of a lot of metalheads' faces yet, you know, so I think we're reaching a new audience with this tour.
They're like that MySpace OG deathcore, and they do it right, so it's just a lot of fun to watch them every night. The crowd's always into it. I mean, honestly, they're my favorite band to watch every night. Not to be that guy, I've toured with Enterprise Earth like 3 times, so I've watched them like 100 times. I still love them, same with Inferi too, but I'm a MySpace deathcore guy at heart, so I enjoy watching them every night.
Favorite member?
Favorite member, man? I can't answer that on camera. I like them all, man. I like them all. They're all awesome guys. I would have to say Randy Marsh, though. Randy's my boy.
Everybody else is kind of saying like, oh man, this tour is going by so fast. And it's like, on one hand, I don't want it to end, but on the other hand, I'm like so ready to get home and like sleep in my bed for a little while. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because I know as soon as I get home and relax and stuff, I know like a few days later I'm just gonna be missing being back on the road again. So, yeah. I've always considered myself kind of introverted and like more laid back and not really scared, but not really wanting to talk to people that much. And I've learned that like when you're just thrust into being around 20 people every day, it's actually pretty easy to talk to people. And maybe my problem was just shutting myself in my bedroom all day at home. So I learned that I'm maybe not quite as introverted as I thought I was.
I used to talk shit, I kind of still do, on America, because I kind of don't like living here sometimes, but like touring here is just, you see it very differently because you have so much freedom. You know, like after the show we can go do whatever the fuck we want, as long as we make it to the next show. We can smoke weed after the show, we can get like drunk as fuck, we make money from the merch and stuff. I mean, sometimes they take like cuts and shit, which sucks, but like it's really a blessing that we get to do this. So.
Dude, when I start feeling like it's not playing as good or it's not sounding as good as it should, I'm just like, time to fucking restring this, you know?
What kind of bass?
Dude, Ibanez BTB Iron Label, bro. It's got Fishman pickups in there. They're not supposed to be in there, but we made it work. It's like custom drilled in there. This is the amp right here. We got a dark glass Alpha Mega 500 and then a pedal board that's in this rack. This is my main tone right here, the Atom. I got this wireless system that runs into this other dark glass pedal, and then all of that runs into this line selector, which basically creates another effects loop, like duplicates the DI, and then I mix it together and into this noise reducer. That's it.
This is fucking crazy to be doing on camera, but moving the face muscles around. You got a lot of muscles in your face. What's up?
It's like, what are we doing the real world?
Still getting some.
Doing your taxes? Is that what's hot on the streets?
Let's do some bass warm ups.
Bass? All right.
We're warming up the bass.
Okay.
To prepare to do vocals. So
Okay.
I like to get some of these in. So, you know, you have a lot of muscles in your face. Have you ever heard that statistic? When you frown, you use like
Yeah.
fucking.
No, I know that
however
shit's
many,
true. Yeah.
However many muscles versus.
I also try not to be mad because being mad all the time is really exhausting.
Drop that shit after like 10 minutes. Anyways, let's get back into it. So I like to start with stretching out the neck, doing some of these making sure I'm getting like a good amount of breath work in before I actually get into the distortion part. And doing some rolling it around a little bit. It's good in general to do this a few times a day. As I'm breathing, letting like my joints, feel those deep breaths. And I like to move into some lip rolls after, and it helps if you like shake your head side to side. So just like get like really low in there, especially if you want to do like lows. So like that's helping with your larynx. That's how like these vocalists like Ben Dewar, Alex Terrible do the lows that they do. So I'm gonna start like moving my head around, still stretching the neck, getting some distortion warmed up. I'm very hydrated, by the way. I like to be hydrated all day, the day of shows. Not drink too much before the set or over warm up before the set, because I've noticed a difference in doing that versus just keeping it under 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes is ideal for me. So.
I try to get out and see as much as possible if we have time to. If you got an 8-hour drive ahead of you, you can't really do anything. But it just depends. Some venues are by cool stuff and some venues are in the middle of nowhere. So it's really like, just depends on the day. But I like getting out and exploring and stuff. Just comfortability rises and decreases. It comes and goes. Like if you're on a tour and you don't know anybody in any of those cities, then you're sleeping at hella Planet Fitnesses, but sometimes you go and you get to see friends the whole time and it's like super cool. We're just now reaching the part of this where we have friends, that can come out to the shows.
The banjo lately. Those things are pretty cool. A banjo? Like a ukulele banjo? Yeah, the ukulele size banjo. 4 strings, it doesn't have like the... What about a banjo size ukulele? That's a guitar.
But see how I'm not like moving? That's like all just my feet.
How hard do you press on that?
I'm like not. You don't have to really like
just,
put
hold
force. Yeah, you'll feel it.
Alright, let's
So like roll up or roll down, or just like pluck those. There you go.
You know how to do the jackass thing?
I could do that on that, but
Whoa, jazz?
yeah, you can't strum it. That's the thing. It's like all triads. It has to be. Fuck, wrong note.
That was sick, dude. This is so much fun. I love this shit. Thank you so much for letting me fuck with it.
Yeah, no problem. Very.
Any advice for Anyone aspiring to do what Drake is doing now?
You know what? I'll say, do it. Like, get it out the way while you're young, if you are young. If you're old, fucking try to do it. Do it with your friends, see if it works out. If it doesn't, figure out your circle who you're meant to tour with. Just doing it is going to tell you whether you like doing it or not, because it is very hard and exhausting. But to me, there's no better feeling when you finish playing a great set and people coming up to you asking for pictures, signatures, and buying your merch and supporting, which we get a lot here in North America. So like, we're truly blessed. I risked a lot to like do this, and often I think, was it worth it? And I definitely think it was, and I'm ready for what's next, and we're just gonna keep pushing.
We got a fucking TV with a PlayStation hooked up here, you know what I'm saying?